doing that for real, yo.
Charges have been filed.
I mean, I can't get mad with him because it's just like putting a loaded gun, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like he put a whole bunch. They only found specks of that shit.
No. If he
these years, he ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh, I'm always.
No, do tell. Open up this.
The rematch between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach is under a baby threat, as Gervonta Davis tested positive twice in his latest set of Veda tests, according to reports from the boxing governing body. As a result, the decision of the boxing authorities is to suspend the August 16th rematch until the issue is deeply looked into. They plan to take other tests for him, including the USADA test to confirm the accuracy of the results.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
Talking about Victor Conti.
He went to jail, right?
Victor Conti.
Yeah. And he the owner of the snack shit, right?
To many, it seems like Gervonta Davis is truly tired of the sport, as he has not only gotten out of a fight without a win, he has now tested positive for PEDs for the very first time in his career, all in the same year. The news comes at a moment when the boxing world thought they had finally found a match for the intimidating Gervonta Davis. And while there are several rumors regarding this, with some saying that Tank intentionally took the performance-enhancing medications to avoid the rematch with Lamont Roach, there is yet to be any response from the boxer and his team.
It takes 72 hours for the test to come back, right?
Came back after the fight, yeah.
Right. So why ain't come out that Tuesday or that week next? They waited till Canelo fight to push that he had something in his drug. Then,
however, to dissuade his fans from holding on to the reports, Tank posted on his X page, claiming the fight is still on. He wrote, "There's nothing to worry or fear about. Everything goes on as expected. The plan is still the plan." Also, Richard Hitchens, as part of his way to get back at Gervonta Davis, has revealed some more details on Gervonta Davis's positive tests.
ESPN that night promoting that he would. It's all in. I'm telling you.
Brian said.
In the ever-dramatic world of boxing, where grudges often speak louder than gloves, a new wave of tension has emerged. This time between former friends, IBF super lightweight champion Richardson Hitchens and Gervonta Davis. What began as an offhand jab on social media quickly snowballed into a topic of heated interest, as fans speculated whether the bond between the two fighters had fractured. The spark? A cutting comment from Tank Online, "I'm done helping a lot of weird guys." This, he chose to note on a training footage where Hitchens was seen borrowing Gervonta Davis's fire from his gloves before hitting the pads while the two trained beside one another. The unsavory response quickly made its rounds on the internet, drawing attention for its apparent target, Richardson Hitchens. Soon, a war of words began on X that took it to another level, with Tank even remarking, "When I see you, be ready."
I'm not understanding it. Nah. Yo, bro lost his mind. Bro went to locker room and they try to jump my boy. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. I always been a real friend to Tank. I couldn't give him financially, but as far as like helping him trying to stay on track, like, yo, let's be in the gym. Let's go to the gym. You in New York? Let's train with me, or like I even looked out for Tank for his birthday and try to like give back in my my way, or like when Tank was in jail, he would call my phone every day.
With a fight against George Kambosos Jr. approaching this Saturday, boxing reporters were all around Hitchens. So naturally, one of them decided to ask the 27-year-old about his newly minted feud with his former friend Tank. Given their history, the IBF champion leaned into the moment with calm restraint. It is what it is. But soon that reserved tone gave way to one of pride and quiet defiance. "Tank feels like he's helped me. I feel like I've helped Tank," Hitchens said, acknowledging their mutual past, but stopping short of giving Gervonta Davis the last word. Then came the blows.
Every single day, like every day, every three times a day. I thought I was a girl. You thought I was a girl. I'm like, you don't have nobody else to talk to, bro. Like 3 times a day, like no cap. But it's like, that's my bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I was talking to him every day. He was telling me about his stories in jail and like how going. And You feel me? But like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I wish him the best.
As far as I am concerned, all I can say towards that comment is that me, Richardson Hitchens, I put the work in myself. Nobody gave me no chains, nobody gave me no cars, nobody bought me no apartment, he told the swarm of reporters. This was in reference to how Floyd Mayweather helped Tank become the star he is today. His voice steady, his message clear, his career wasn't built on anyone else's generosity. In fact, the Brooklyn native drove the point home like a fighter, landing clean combinations. Nobody went and used their platform and said, put him on my undercard, or do this. I did this with my hard work and dedication. Every opportunity I was given, I overcame it.
Ask you a couple of things. There's been a bit of beef with you and Tank online about this chain that he gave you. What can you say about that? Because he's basically saying you've taken his chain.
I got no comments to that. You know, I'm here now. I'm living my dream. I'm a world champion. I'm a 7-figure fighter, and I'm okay. You know, I work hard for what I got. Tank work hard for what he got, and that's it. That's just what it is. We both came from the same place. He came from nothing. I came from nothing, and now look.
And now I'm champion, and now I'm making the best out of it, he declared confidently. Each sentence was a punch in its own right. Sharp, confident, and unapologetic. While Gervonta Davis, the knockout artist often known as boxing's bad boy, may have thrown the first verbal jab, Hitchens refused to be cornered. Though he was as considered as he could be, not too long ago, Richardson Hitchens was all praise for the Baltimore native.
Look, my face is in Madison Square Garden. I'm bringing the city out for a world championship fight. This is that I dreamed of. So, you know, I just want to thank the man above for all this.
What will it mean to you tomorrow night when you walk out to defend your world title at Madison Square Garden? All your friends and family and the whole...
A day before his Lamont Roach Jr. fight in New York, Richardson Hitchens delivered a jaw-dropping assessment of Gervonta Davis during an interview where, despite showering praises on Tank, hinted at Tank's history with performance-enhancing medications. Speaking about the 30-year-old, the 140-pound IBF champion had nothing but respect for Davis's freakish natural talent. The two fighters, once teammates under Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s promotional umbrella and former sparring partners, have since carved their own careers outside the Mayweather camp. Yet Hitchens' words made one thing crystal clear. Tank's skills are something he can't deny. What separates Tank from the pack? He has everything in the book of boxing, Hitchens shared.
How do you rate Tank's power? Is he the hardest puncher you've been in there with? Has there been harder punchers than him?
I don't think Tank is the hardest puncher I've been in there with. I just think Tank is very precise and very precise, very fast and very explosive. I don't think like Tank ain't gonna hit me with a left hand and it's gonna be like, oh my god, like this is so hard, I don't feel it. Like it's just like boom, like it's quick, like it's so quick, boom.
Hitchens went further, highlighting the brutal effectiveness of Tank's toolkit. He has every punch in the book. He can knock you out with a hook, uppercut, left hand. Tank is super powerful. You can tell that it's generational power, he said. What followed next was a quote that instantly caught fire across the boxing world. He's just like a freaking crackhead athlete on PEDs or some stuffs, Hitchens blurted, summing up the sheer unpredictability and explosiveness of Davis's performances.
Boom! It's like, what the f***? Like, that's how, and it's so precise. I think that
the timing?
The timing and the twitchiness to it. It's like you could be doing something like, you know how they say in boxing, don't throw a lazy jab? Like yeah. Tank is one of them guys, you throw a lazy jab, you might get away the first 2-3 times, just like with Leo Santa Cruz. First, second, third, fourth round, you getting away with that jab. 8th round, boom, and now you.
And this was a huge confirmation regarding Tank's positive test. He did note a few limitations, Tank's height and reach, but quickly shrugged them off as minor in the grand scheme. When it comes to everything else, he has everything in the book, he concluded. Hence, before the rematch, it's the duty of the boxing authorities to get to the root of Gervonta Davis's use of performance-enhancing medications.
Tank want a rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he was gonna do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay. They say they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind.
Now, we understand why Gervonta Davis stood very firmly in the defense of Ryan Garcia during his suspension. It was far from a situation where one of the gang members was caught and the others took to their heels. With Gervonta, he stood and defended his own against the entire boxing world. Well, that was because he was low-key worried about his own fate too, as he has been a dirty fighter, according to their revelations.
Go look at Ryan's fight and go look at Ryan versus Devin. And go look at my fight versus versus Ryan. And you can tell that Ryan didn't look no different. If he looked any different, he probably looked worse. He just was a bigger person, much slower.
In the heat of Ryan Garcia's PEDs case, Gervonta Davis took to social media to voice his outrage at the attempts to discredit Garcia's recent victory over Devin Haney, bluntly stating, "They are doing anything to take away the win from Ryan." In a show of solidarity with his fellow boxer, Davis condemned what he perceived as a concerted effort to undermine Garcia's achievements in the ring. Davis was so keen on bringing Haney down that he extended the heat to those supporting Devin Haney. Hours after the news broke, Davis hopped on X with a scathing message for the people accusing Garcia of cheating. Davis surprisingly leapt to the defense of Garcia, who tested positive for a banned substance on 2 separate tests taken by Veda the day before and the day of his upset win